Howdy folks, this is Donnie coming up with another unboxing video. I hope this one's gonna be as exciting as it is to me. It will be to you guys as well, hopefully, because look what we got. Kalashnikov USA. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm a huge AK fan, I guess, if you will. Well, then again, I mean, I guess huge is just is, I guess, subjective, right? Because in my opinion, I am, because I really love the platform. I may not know a whole lot about them, but I really enjoy shooting them, at least. You know, AK platform, Kalashnikov platform, and it's a really joy. And I do have a different, a few different variants of AK platform. And you guys might have seen my other videos that I did with my other AK-like firearms, and this one is from Kalashnikov USA, and this is none other than, it is, voila, KP9. So basically it is a Russian VTS. So some people call it the VCHAS, some people call it VTS, but I believe in Russian itself, it's pronounced as VTS. So basically that's how we're gonna refer to it, given the respect to its proper pronunciation and the naming. So this is Kalashnikov USA's VTS clone. So, and this is how it came. So in my case, actually my unit came with 2 magazines, and I noticed a lot of people, pretty much everyone, said that their unit actually came only with 1 magazine, but in my case I noticed that mine did actually come with 2. So yeah, so we got 2 30 round 9mm magazines here. But as always, let's start with what else came with it. So we got this paperwork, ATF stuff, some more paperwork, KUSA's brochure, I guess, showing like what other products they sell and whatnot they have in their lineups anyway, and owner's manual with the key, the lock for trigger, a couple of stickers I guess in there, KUSA stickers, and that's about it. And then you get this silica gel, and otherwise, yeah, this is all it came with. So then again, Kalashnikov USA, props to them for including a hard case. This actually can be easily used as a transport case, which is really nice, and it does have these loopholes where you can actually put a lock and lock it, which is kind of cool. And then nice foam padding. Anyway, so let's remove the case and take out the pistol, and we'll talk about Kalashnikov USA KP9. This is AK Platform's PDW firearm, basically. So 9mm submachine gun, if you will, when it's in its original configuration, like for military law enforcement. Otherwise, this is obviously semi-automatic. So as always, let's check, make sure there's no round in the chamber. So it also came with this cover piece for charging handle, and we get this chamber, empty chamber flag indicator. So let me remove the mag. There you go, mag's empty, and we are gonna remove the flag. And for you non-believers, there you go. Chamber is empty. There is no round in the chamber. And we're gonna put the safety on. There we go. And let's bring it up close so you guys can see. So here's the muzzle device, front handguard, traditional AK style iron sights for the front and the rear. And on top, unlike other AKs, this one actually comes with a Picatinny rail integrated into the top cover. So it's actually it's got rivets, so it's a separate piece, but it looks to be I believe it's gonna hold up pretty well. Then again, it only shoots 9mm calibers, so recoil isn't too bad. I don't think it's gonna affect the zero on the optic, but otherwise, there you go. A decent size mag. Well, I mean, definitely can be upgraded, I think, because it's on a little bit on the smaller side compared to some other PDW style pistols, firearms. But yeah, and here's the other side. Grip. If there's one thing I would love to replace, would be the grip. As soon as I saw it, as soon as I picked it up at my FFL, I noticed that that would be one of the first things that I would try to upgrade, I guess, if you will. While it does look nice and cool on the firearm itself, but when you hold it, it's got no texture. I mean, it's just smooth, as you can see, and the angle isn't perfect. I don't think, if you're going to be running this pistol for, I wouldn't even say extended amount of time. I mean, even for like after a little while, I think your wrist is going to get tired, just because angle is, I prefer to be pistol grip, be like a more close to vertical. I wouldn't say like 90 degrees, but a little more vertical than it is as, like this angle, because it's gonna put your wrist in a kind of uncomfortable, unnatural position. So I'm gonna start feeling it. But anyway, oh, by the way, the brace, actually I added it later. So I got the firearm a few days ago, and I just actually got the brace, so I just added it. So originally the pistol actually did not come with it, but aside from this is all completely stock. This is how basically arrived, aside from the brace. But from what I was told, also from what I saw on online, actually KUSA does sell this KP9 with brace, with the brace as well. So if you want that, I mean, if they have that in stock, you can get that. But otherwise, you can get the pistol itself and add the brace later, like I did, for instance. So selector level, safety level right here. So fire, safe, charging handle. I mean, all basically, it's basically minimized AK. I mean, when I say minimized size-wise, it's shrunken AK, typical AKM basically. And I'm thinking pistol grip should be just identical. So you can, I'm pretty sure from the looks of it, that you should be able to just slap any pistol grip you like on this from any other AKM pistol grip. When it comes to a handguard, I think you might be able to upgrade it by adding or installing different handguard meant for AKM platform, but you might have to modify it, because I want to say the top may not fit all the way. You may have to trim it, but then again, that's pretty much true with any other AK, just because the whole platform itself is not standardized like an AR platform, if you will. So every manufacturer changed something, or somewhere they take like a different route and whatnot, and it kind of makes it a little complicated or incompatible with some of the furnitures out there. So you might have to do a little bit of trimming and tricking to make that work, but I'm pretty sure it will. What else? So you do get these sling mount piece here, a loop to mount your sling. In the back, I don't think there's another sling attaching point, unless I'm missing or not seeing it. If you are familiar with AK platform, this is no different than any other AK basically, or AKM for that matter. original platform was designed for right-handed people, so that's kind of the one of the downsides with the platform, that it's not all that user-friendly for left-handed people. But then again, if you can train and get around that shortcoming, I'm pretty sure it it can be a fun, you know, platform for, even for left-handed people. If you're AK fan and, you know, used to running AKs, this is basically gonna make you feel right at home. There's nothing out of place, there's nothing uncommon, aside obviously from the fact that it's smaller. So there we go. Let's pull the charging handle so you guys can see. With the camera it's a little uncomfortable, but so the travel is kind of long for the bolt, so it goes all the way to the back. It's a lot longer compared to, let's say, some like MPX bolt travel, or SB5, or even a Scorpion. I think even my Scorpion didn't have that much travel, but anyway. But then again, it's probably for the best anyway. I don't think it's gonna beat up the top cover too much by traveling all the way to the back. But yeah, and while we at it, let's pull the trigger so you guys can see. So there's that play, there's that wall, start feeling it, there we go, and then the brake. Very typical AK trigger. Nothing. And here's the reset. Boom, just like that. Like I said, very typical. Nothing unusual. Nothing to brag about, nothing to, you know, complain, I guess, or praise them. I mean, it's just typical AK trigger. Like I said, if you're used to it, there's nothing unusual. You're gonna feel right at home. But if you coming from AR side of things, and if you're being, you know, used to running modified like Geisley triggers or whatever, or like, you know, some other, I don't even know what those names out there is right now. It's not coming to my mind, but any aftermarket triggers, then this might not, you know, this is probably gonna disappoint you. But then again, there's nothing that you cannot change or modify to make it to make you feel better or make it work for you. So I mean, there are plenty of aftermarket trigger options out there for AK platforms as well, like ALG is one of them. And yeah, I mean, you can change that anytime you want. But overall, this is it. So this is the pistol. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was really excited about this one, and I still am, and I'm really looking forward to modifying it, putting some, you know, upgrades, probably change the handguard, definitely the pistol grip. I'm gonna put a like extended charging handle, probably get a mag well as well, because I noticed KUSA actually does carry flared mag well for this KP9, so I'm probably gonna order that as well and install it, and just, you know, pimp it out a little bit. So maybe put a modified or extended, enhanced, I guess, if you will, a safety lever too, so it would make it easier to manipulate with the with my index finger without breaking my grip. So, and when it comes to the brace, I mean, it's perfect. I like it. It is kind of a little stiff, so it takes two hands. It takes two hands basically to loosen it. There we go. So I'm thinking it's gonna loosen up after a little while. I have to keep using it, and to fold it, it's easy. There's this pin here, a retainer pin, if you will, and it's got this a latch here. So you just bring it here and then lift it up a little bit, and boom, and it just clips there. So, and then to put it back, basically to open it, you just lift the brace up a little bit and it comes right off. So there you go, it's easy peasy, and you can just shoot it like that too. Overall build quality, fit and finish is phenomenal. So let me just bring it up close once again so you guys can see. It's a very good finish. Well done by KUSA. I was debating between this and Palmetto State Armory's AKP9, I think it's called. But after doing some research, watching some videos, I just decided to go with this just because I wanted to have as close as possible a clone of original Vitus, Russian Vitus. And oh, by the way, one more thing I like to mention. I noticed people, pretty much 98%, if not whole 99% of videos, people who actually reviewed this KP9 all pretty much complain about the magazine of this firearm, of this pistol. They all said that it, you know, I mean, while everybody said that it's a good quality, which it is actually, as you can see, it's a really good quality. I mean, although it's plastic, you get this metal butt plate, and it's reinforced, I think, here, right? Yeah, it's got steel reinforcement inside the magazine feed lip here, feed ramp. But yeah, people complain about its price, but guess what? I think this is very reasonably priced. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you get it at MSRP, it may feel a little expensive, which I believe it's like $35 to $40, but hey, look, MPX magazines or even SP5, MP5 magazines, they cost well over $70-80 a piece. So for $35-40, I think this is a really good deal. And guess what? I mean, you can always shop around. I mean, I bought already, so this already came with 2, right? So, but I already bought at least another 3 or 4 more magazines, and I got them at a really good price. I mean, all I did was just, you know, shop around. I mean, look around online, and you can find them at really good prices. I think I paid like $20 a piece, or 24 maybe, something like that. But it definitely wasn't more than 25. So yeah, you can still find them at a relatively cheap price, or, you know, if you just shop around, that's all you have to do. But yeah, I mean, I just couldn't really understand the complaint about them, you know, being expensive. I mean, yeah, $40. I'm not saying it's cheap. It's not like $5, but then again, I don't think you can really find any PCC magazines cheaper than, I don't know. Well, Scorpion magazines are relatively cheap, but still, you know, with this kind of quality, and this is proprietary too, so you got to keep that in mind. So this magazine is only meant to be used for this with this firearm, either this or Russian Vitus. But then again, I don't know if you can find Russian Vitus. I never personally seen one, so I don't know. I guess all I'm trying to say is that it's not really all that bad, especially if you compare it to with its competitors like, you know, HK, SB5, or SIG MPX. I mean, their magazines are outrageous. I mean, it's straight up daylight robbery, in my opinion. You know, because you're paying almost close to $80-90 per magazine. That's a ripoff, in my opinion. And $40 a top, or in my case, like I said, I found it for like 24 a piece. That's a steal. So yeah, that's my take. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, and I hope to catch you guys in the future videos. Until then, you guys stay safe and have a great day. Bye.